and should be working. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. Hello. So here we are again. So we are making a Gladiator management game, and we're talking about how it's going, how we are progressing with development. We're brainstorming some idea with you guys, and that's the gist of this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Otso, for oh, you're hosting. Thank you for hosting. Yeah, I didn't even notice I enabled that one. I enabled the following notification, and now the other ones are here too. Alright.
We don't have for now the name of the game.
Yeah, we are brainstorming some ideas. So some of them are like stage of death and fire, or stage of blood and fire, or then I was even considering the one that you said. I said like stage of blood and fire, and then you said of blood and glory. But I felt
said
like
of death and glory. That's what I said.
Alright, so overall I thought that when you said it we were still at blood and glory, but maybe it was that already.
No, I think
never mind. That. But that might not be as bad as I thought at first. Like, because that
stage
is
glory,
something that happens like an event, and fire is more like a description. It would be more like blades and fire.
Yeah.
But death and fire, then that is, you know, it's almost like everybody dies by fire.
Yeah.
But maybe it's stage of death and glory, something like that. Well, think about it.
Because basically that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Another one is the gladiators fighting in this stage arena, and either they die or they win.
Yeah, and then it's
glory.
And that's the point why they are going there. They believe they in some afterlife, and that they are going to be in some glorious, awesome afterlife if they die in such a great way. So that makes sense.
That's how that world works.
Yeah.
Basically.
Not everybody's into it, but many of them are, and some of them are not supporting them, some of them are, but that's the reason why they are really into the fighting and everything. But also, another word was a show. So it was a stage of death and glory, or show of death and glory. But maybe stage is better, like a stronger word, I don't know. Show of... Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, so here is the
the
stage.
Stage of death and glory. Or show of death and glory. I don't know, maybe stage.
Stage.
Yeah.
Better.
Show. Stage. Let's let them kill each other a little bit.
One thing we forgot. I don't know if orc is still working.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
No,
not really.
Not
really.
We're
playing around with animation. Look at him. It just hits me to the handle. We are implementing new animations right now, and later on when we finish talking about everything, we're actually going to try something.
Yeah, you can talk. I will fix this one.
Oh, okay. So we have what we done new today is there is a lot of UI stuff that is going on right now. You can navigate through everything no matter what it is. And also I was working on quests some more and events, and I actually changed my mind about something there. So the thing is that I wanted the whole thing to be with 2 characters only, but now I figured that maybe it would be, I mean not maybe, for sure it would be more fun if we can have more characters, but then I was afraid if we would have really short, too long conversations, so now I'm trying to figure out how to fit it so that it's not too long, but still more entertaining by actually having the farmer character be there, and then maybe he would suggest something. Actually going to show that later on. Did you... Oh, you fixed it.
Yeah.
Good job. Nice.
I fixed it.
So, hello everybody who is there, and feel free to say hi in chat. Tell us if you have some ideas, suggestions, questions, anything. And let's get into the what is new today. So we can start from UI, and
here you go.
Okay.
So basically today I finished that navigation system, and it's it's completely finished as a system, and the thing is, there is a lot of things that will change, and so that system is here to support that change. I don't know how to explain but basically now you can switch between joysticks or mouse. You don't have to go in like options and then go choose controller and then choose mouse and joystick. You can just basically click on the joystick or click on the mouse, and it's automatically switched the controller. Yeah, so
right,
that's it basically. And visually, yeah, you can navigate right now through the camp and the market.
The camera is completely blocking these things, so
yeah,
we'll be back. Anyway, you can actually now go here from, like, let's say we select
weird
somebody.
To say you. It's actually we can actually go to because
well, yeah.
well, yeah,
but we're making it for them, so
yeah.
Anyway,
you will actually,
yeah. I don't know, I usually say you, even when I write design documents, I'm always like, you can now do that and that, and I don't know who am I talking to exactly, but now it's you, will be or can be, never mind. So, in this case, you can go up here, and it will actually go to the building up, right here, or here. Or let's say we enter this building, and we go to this unit, and go down, and it selects the food. So the thing about it is that this is UI and this is not UI, so it needs to interact actually, and plus it's all custom UI anyway. Yeah. So overall it all works, it navigates, it's a
little bit weird because when you hover over these buildings, for example this building is selected, or this one, currently it changes the color. And it looks like a bit weird, but it will be like outline that indicates that you're selected this stuff, building or the town units in market. Or potion. It's not potion that annoys me because it's items, not potions. You wrote that. Yeah. So I always making errors on that. Yeah. And caravan, food, items, potions, and so on.
Right. No. B. Escape works too?
Escape works too,
really?
Yeah. But you need to switch to the mouse. Yeah, escape works,
nice,
yeah.
Nice.
It works only when it's mouse controller.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. It's a B otherwise. Yeah. Alright. So that would be the interface part right now, and we have things going on with animations too. We spent first 2 hours on that. The thing is that we need to separate the button part, like legs, and the upper part, but it comes in layers, and what should be the whole animation and what should be overriding animation, and we were playing around with that and exploring how that actually works in the spine tool that we actually don't have right now, but our animator has that, so we only can Google and find out stuff there.
Yeah, but we figured it out. So
it should be working. though we sent the video with explanation on Skype and it failed sending, so Animator kind of had only half of the information, and we will see what he'd done because he didn't even explain it everything, but we will check that out later on.
Yeah, basically how it works, this orc is like separated in two parts, like body and legs. So when we play animation like walk or for example attack, and in the separated layer we play animation walk for the legs, that means basically he would attack with his body and at the same time walk on the other layer of the animation for the legs. So, or either we can play the idle animation for legs or running. So that's why we're doing that.
Yeah. So right now the animations, not right now, but before this, animations were kind of competing with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your camera is too small, guys. Oh, thank you for reminding us. I completely forgot. There we go. Chat camera a bit more. And this is correct. Why did you make so? Oh, because we were showing the interface and camera was all over the. It was over the interface, so we had to cover it. Yeah. So that is that. Now let's go to the quests. Now, of course, I did not open it, so I'll just have to find it here. The documents, and I'm not able to talk about anything interesting while I'm doing this, so I'm just saying random things that I'm doing. It's not random really, but say something. I have nothing.
Okay.
Alright, mate. I haven't even talked with you about this, but here is the deal. Let's see, we need
the deal.
One more, the deal. Here. So right here, let's not take full screen, but more like this. Right here, the idea was that every conversation would go through this goblin guy. So he's your like gatekeeper and assistant, and he helps you with everything. And if somebody approaches at your gates, he would say, "Hey, bandits are at the gates. What should we do?" Then you say, "We do this," and then he says, "All right, bandits are acted like that." But now, the more that I was writing this, I felt more like maybe that's not the best idea. Basically, it would mean that the whole game would have two characters only, even though we have a lot of things going on and a lot of kind of alliances. For instance, we have this farmer guy, and he's going to give you like 10 quests or even more. So why not have him say a few lines and have him as a character? I mean, we can present him the same way like we did this. So imagine we have another one, let's say above, or maybe your character is the first one, or whatever the order, and they're talking. So in this example, let's see, intro, camp, first bit game, farmer. All right. So here the Slan, that's the name of our goblin assistant, he says like local farmer is at our gates, and then instead of Slan explaining what happened, here is the farmer explaining what happened. So we can convey a little bit more of his personality, or maybe show a little bit more of what the world is like, what kind of characters there are, just with well, this simple chat box. But it would show their expressions and there would be a voice acting, so it would present way more than just a simple, well, pop-up text, right? So in this case, he would actually, I changed my mind. The first quest should be about his daughter being kidnapped, because there you have like, first you can bargain with him, and your assistant goblin is actually encouraging you to do that, and then you maybe want to help, or you ask for some money to help, or you refuse at all. And then when you go to fight the bandits, this is the part where bandits are like, huh, but we actually asked him to give us 800 gold and we will bring back the daughter. And then the goblin suggests, like, how if you give us a little bit of gold and we leave and tell this guy, farmer, that that the whole forest is full of you guys and he has to pay you double now because they are angry that you sent us, so that they have reason to give you some gold, and overall you get gold for nothing. No fight, no losses, nothing. And then you can choose. You can say, no, we're gonna fight these bandits, or no, we can pay for his daughter to bandits so they'll avoid fight and get the reward from this guy, and you can bargain with that. Or here you can actually say, yeah, let's plot against the farmer. Like, greedy bastard didn't even mention he had the option to buy her back. Give us 200 gold and we will be out of your hair. And then you go back to bandit, and then so it would be the same thing with 2 more characters, but I feel it's more interesting this way, just not having everything said through the through one character. That is, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think is?
Well, I agree. Yeah.
Now, of course, I don't want anything to be too long. Alright, right now it seems kind of lengthy, but there are different things. Like, this is when he asks you to do that, and then these are all the different options. So it's not like player are going to go through all of this. You will go maybe just through this, or yeah. And then even we can do another thing here. Let's say we have third pop-up, and whoever is talking, he's like maybe highlighted, or other ones are a bit grayed out, but then some of them can even get blurred and transparent and smaller, which means that the other 2 characters are talking between each other. That's even hard to do in the game where you can actually see characters because they need to whisper or something, but here it would be obvious, so the player can say, like, what the hell does he want, like, why would we help him? And then the goblin explains, I want to keep calling him troll, but he's a goblin. Trolls are bigger. Yeah, so that's the gist of that. Okay. What else do we have? Well, that concludes what we did today, pretty much, with not too much details, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. So, right now, we should talk about what we did this week, and we have no idea because we did not have time to check.
Yeah.
But we concluded one thing, that we want to make a list next week, and then we can go through that, because now we're gonna go from memory. So
because there are a lot of things has been done this week, so we basically couldn't remember what we actually done. I can remember, for example, I know what I done today and yesterday, and the day before yesterday I don't really know.
We started the week by we started separately, I think, and you started doing some UI, and I was working on writing and design, and then some error came up, an error bug where the archer would indefinitely dodge. Not indefinitely, but when she dodges one arrow, she can dodge every arrow during that animation, because she is pretty much not colliding with these arrows anymore. And then we started solving that, and the whole day was spent improving this whole system, improving the stamina usage. As you can see, they're using way more stamina than before, and it's regenerating faster. And if they protect themselves against something, the more stamina is going to be lost, and things like that. Then what else was done? Well, the big part of this UI is
big part
made
of
this week.
This week was focused on this interface and UI stuff. And basically this week could be concluded with solid navigation system and like controllers. Actually, we are planning to release on the consoles these games, so that was actually planned in the code for this system.
Yeah.
So it works on joystick and it should work on the Switch and
well, any joystick should work.
Joystick, yeah.
We still need to. Well, that is a long way off because we're planning early access, and after that, when everything is polished and done for like next 2 years, the game will be available way sooner. But
yeah,
we want to keep polishing it for a long time. And then at the final release we would do the consoles as well. So on the design side, I think the last... No, that's not... Alright, let's give them... I given them the wrong guys, the priest. Never mind. So on the good design, this thing is not seen at all, but this is the whole fighting system, battle choosing system is different because before we had only slots and now we will have more like requirements, what is allowed, and then points, and then everything will balance itself out way more than it would be possible otherwise. And other than that, the goblin is replaced, the dwarf is replaced by goblin, and then today I just started adding a bit more texture to him, because even yesterday when I added him, he was kind of there, but very bland, like not having much of a personality, and now we're getting to the point where he's a bit more a person. So that is progressing also, and yeah, I don't know.
That's it.
That's mainly it, unless we missed some stuff that we probably did.
What we plan to do next week.
I don't know. Let's plan. No, we know. We wanted, like, in the 2 more weeks, we wanted the whole UI, battle selection and that kind of things to be done. And then we would do other stuff, except that we decided that we want to do the Twitch integration here, so we can have more fun with you guys, so that you can actually play the game with us just through the chat, form your own teams and have fun. And in order to do that, it will take us another week, yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically, next week, same interface, UI systems,
yeah,
finishing all of that things, and yeah, that's it. New animation system, we need that also next week finished, with this walking and attacking and all of these things.
Right. Yeah, as we are getting the animations, we are combining, working half of the time on that. So hopefully, if we manage to figure out this walking thing, maybe we can have like full orc animations by the end of the next week. If we can let our artist actually work and not bother him with changes to this system. So, yeah. One mage is changing everything. They can't win. Look how much of them there. They would have 2 times as much points as these guys, and they're still losing.
Yeah, that's why we need to make that balance.
I don't think it's balance. I think it's just that
it's priest.
It's mage is really strong against group of them that are all in one place, and he's protected by orcs.
Yeah.
Or not really. He didn't do much damage. Did he last time? I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Okay. Yeah. So, next week animations, things, stuff, and things.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for today.
That is it for today, yeah.
Yeah.
we can just mention that we are working on this, and we are every day after work, I lost all my thoughts. Every day after work we record this. So from Monday to Friday you can find us at this exact time. Well, that was quick. Oh, again, you're here. I don't know, were you here the whole time or you just got in? We were talking a bit about how the from the UI to some story improvements. I will show you actually on Discord what is new, and I planned to. Oh, you are here. Us. All right, then you heard. Do you have some ideas about any of these things, or thoughts, or anything like what? There is more options now. Gan actually wrote something like an idea for a quest, and it was pretty fun. It was about some inn were invaded by a lot of goblins. It was maybe a bit too soft, but at the same time he pointed that out, like alright, so the inn was attacked by a lot of goblins, but they were just messing around and making a whole mess, and they could not get rid of them, so they asked you to get rid of them. And then he made like an option for player to say I don't care, like that's like almost a kid's job, or you could go and deal with them. So, but there would be a lot of them, and then you can maybe have only a few units, although you cannot really limit the number of units for a quest, but you can limit how much gold the player can actually get from the quest, and then he's not going to be spending like money on 10 units instead. The whole time I just realized something about one of your units. The priest is to be exact, is heavy Christian religious symbol, and I think you said you don't want to use religious thematics necessarily. We do use some religious thematics. Religious. So we have they have like some regular kind of religion that is somewhat similar to us. I did not really get into the weeds yet with it, but it will be somewhat not copy-paste of ours, but similarities in general religions of the world. And the other one is Church of the Dead, and these guys are actually having necromancer bringing units from the graveyard and stuff like that, so they're more like a cult, but they are actually efficient, so to say. And priest, well, I don't know, I was thinking about a different idea, the different name for that unit, but didn't come up with anything. I actually am modeling him from the World of Warcraft. Like that priest is like weak, but has a lot of things to support, to heal, to and stuff like that. Druids, yeah, but again, I would like exactly priest type of unit, exactly like his, but maybe with a different name. But druid, he should be more natural and stuff, and this guy, he's more like holy and whatnot. Cleric, we will have clerics, but they are half warriors. They are going to actually absorb damage and use it as their magic power to heal, to throw shields. So that one is going to be different. And this one is interesting, like they have in World of Warcraft priests, and then you can build talents to have dark priest, shadow priest. And then maybe we can also have not a shadow priest, but abilities that some priests have that are not that helpful, more aggressive abilities. So you can actually, alright, see, there is a priest, but he's not that much of a healer, he actually does damage as well, or usually they would be more of a support type, but maybe some of them could do some damage as well. Yeah. Oops. I feel like that fox from that fable where, you know, when there is a rabbit and somebody else and there is a cheese and then fox is trying to even it out and she's eating both. I don't know if you remember that. It's some child thing. Keep adding here and here.
How about
and here.
saints?
Saints, huh? That feels a bit more religious to me. I don't know. Saint, like that is something people tell you that you are saint because you did good stuff, but I don't know.
Priests, I think the saints are usually the dead ones. And
Usually.
the priests are usually not usually the living
Hey,
ones.
Saleh, how are you doing? Good stuff. Very good. That's my younger brother.
Well,
yeah, I guess that concludes it. And we will be here on Monday, the same time.
yeah,
And yeah, that's
it.
it. Alright. No,
So we
we have a last thing on the list.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like tell everybody that we are there on Discord every day. You can follow us, blah blah. But there's 3 people watching and everybody is following here. So
yeah, but it will stay on the YouTube.
It will stay on the
Maybe
YouTube, yeah.
someone will.
oh, you were late.
Yeah.
Well, you know where to find us next time. We're here on every occasion, not occasion, on clockwork. Well, my English is not good today. It's not good on half of the days, but what can I do? Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
We are going away, so see you guys and thank you for hanging out.
Yeah.